Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This has been out for just a little bit, but I just finally got a chance to pick it up. I've been wanting to try it out. I've heard some really good things. I like to kind of wait until there's kind of enough reviews sometimes before I go and get a foundation, because foundations to me are like one of the most important things you put on, because you know, a bad foundation can just make the rest of your face look like a hot mess. So I like to wait and hear quite a few reviews and like let a product kind of get out there before I go and run and grab it, especially because I already have foundations that are like some of my holy grails. But I'm excited to try this out. Now I did pull it up on Ulta.com, which is where I bought mine, so I could tell you a little bit about it. You get 1 fluid ounce in this bottle, which is standard. The foundation comes in 10 shades, which isn't a lot. I'm actually quite nervous myself to see if this is actually going to be my shade, but if not, we can fix it with concealer and things like that. We'll just make it work. It is $11.99 at Ulta. I'm sure if you look around you can get it cheaper other places. This just so happens to be where I bought my particular one. Benefits of it are that it gives you a luminous glow, which isn't necessarily my thing. I typically wear matte foundations, but we'll see. It's oil-free, which is awesome. It minimizes the appearance of oily shine, and it is a lightweight formula. So what I figured we could do today is, because I have to be at a baby shower later, we would do a wear test. So I'm not sure if I'm going to check in with you throughout the day yet, or just do a final review at the end of the evening, because this is my first time. We'll see how I feel, but I thought in order to see how it applies and how it wears, I will do one half with a beauty blender and the other half with a brush, and just see kind of if either one makes a difference, makes it better. Just let's take a leap and run with it. I don't know. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer, just because I know how this wears. I love this stuff. And I will go ahead and say that for me personally, I have quite a few drugstore foundations that I really like. I don't always splurge on foundations. I do have some higher end ones that are nice, but I mean, I really love a lot of the drugstore ones that I have. My favorite at the drugstore right now is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I assume you guys know because I use it all the time here on my channel. With that being said, because I know my shade, and I can't remember how much it is at Ulta, but I pick up my refills at like Walmart when I'm there, and that is $5. So that already means that this foundation is more than double the price. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I will go ahead and say that I do like that it comes with a pump, which I think is awesome, and a lid. That's very important to me. And the glass bottle does make it look a little more like fancy. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said earlier, I'm not 100% sure if this is my shade, if this is gonna match me, but you know, we shall see. With only 10 shades though in a line, which I understand because it's new, you gotta put it out and test it. I'm not really sure what you can do, how much you can do with that. Let's just see. Oh, is it locked? Oh, the pump does lock, which is a nice thing. I was like sitting here and I was so frustrated that I couldn't get it out, but I got it. Alright, so that's that. It's not really liquidy, which is nice. It looks like a really pretty color. It looks kind of pink in undertone, which isn't typically what I go for, but we won't know until we put it on. I'm gonna go ahead and dot some on this side of my face. Okay, let's go ahead and see. So I'm just using my damp beauty blender to push this in to the skin. It does have a fragrance to it. It kind of smells like a hair product to me. I mean, it don't really bother me or nothing, but it does have a smell if smells irritate you or just not your thing. I think it smells kind of good though. I'm kind of okay with it. I really cannot get over the smell. I really kind of like it. Okay, so I don't think the color is a bad match for me at all, which, thank the Lord. I always hate having to go pick out a new foundation color because I'm like, Ooh, and like with drugstore stuff, unless somebody else has opened it before you, you know, you can't bump it out and mess with it. So I'm like, you just have to guess. So with one layer, which I've applied, a bunch of my redness is still peeking through on my breakouts. This one, not so much. Let me get a mirror a little bit closer so I can like really inspect it, because this one's way too big. It definitely doesn't lay bad on the skin, I don't think. I'm gonna try and build it up a little bit more and see if I can make it work for me a little bit more on this side. Okay, that's how that's looking. It's not looking too bad. It's still got a little bit of redness peeking through. I'll try and cover up that a little bit later. I want to go ahead and move on to the brush side real quick just to see how it's looking. The only thing that worries me with the fact that it's not really covering that up, and it could be because, you know, the Beauty Blender is kind of shearing it out a little bit, which, you know, that could be it, is the fact that it does claim to be a full coverage foundation. And when I get a full coverage foundation, I expect it to be full coverage. Like, I want it to look like I got fake skin on, like you are concerned with what I was doing. Oh, and this is just a Morphe M439 fluffing brush. It's really nice. I like it because it's big, and I would use my e.l.f. one, but it's dirty. And again, I still just have some redness peeking through here, so I'm going to try and build that up a little bit. Okay, so far here it is with one layer and just like an extra layer on where I was having redness. For here, that was right there, and I feel like that covered it pretty good. Not like full coverage good, but it does make my skin look kind of natural, which is nice. On this side with the Beauty Blender, the redness is more prominent, so I'm gonna try and build it up with the brush a little bit just to see if I can get it, if that's the reason why I couldn't get it to cover. And that could just be one real mean spot, so it could not be the foundation, it could just be the fact that that spot is going to have its moment today. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. Okay, so I feel like the brush covered it up a little bit more. Still not full coverage, but you know, what can you do? So with this foundation, it does, I can like feel it on my skin. My skin feels a little tacky, and that could be because it's supposed to be giving me a luminous glow, and I normally don't wear foundations that say that, but I had a lot of oily people on YouTube say it was really good and the reviews are really good, and because it is oil free, it's not bad. I always set my foundations down anyways. I cannot wear any foundation, it doesn't matter, without setting it, because it will move, it doesn't matter. And that's just how my skin is. So I'll let you know more after I powder it, but I can feel it on my skin. I do feel like it does give my skin a luminous, like a healthy glow, which is nice because most of my other foundations don't, because I do wear matte foundations. So I do like the finish. I probably will end up ruining the finish when I set it, but we'll see, maybe not. As far as it's setting, I feel like it's looking really good around my nose right now. I feel like my pores look fine, and that's probably most of my primer, but it did sit nice over top of them. I do have some texture on my skin, as you saw, that I was covering up, but I feel like it doesn't look too bad through it. So aside from like the one bump really having a party over here, I don't think it looks too bad, and it's not really setting too deep. I have a massive forehead wrinkle, you guys know, right here, and it's really not setting in that line too bad as some of my other foundations, which is nice because that is a pain. Right off the bat, if I can say anything, and it may change later, but I think I like the side with the brush better than the Beauty Blender. I think the brush just helped make it closer to full coverage. Right now I don't call it a full coverage foundation, but I think the brush did more for that claim than the Beauty Blender. But yeah, what I think I'll go do is put on the rest of my makeup. I will fix this ridiculous hair, and then I'll give you my partial final thoughts. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So I took a little break, ate a little snack. I was hungry. I'd ran ahead and did the rest of my face makeup and my hair because I'm getting ready to walk out the door to go to this baby shower. So all in all, I've had my makeup on, well, the foundation on for about an hour and a half now. Let's see, so far I still think it looks really good. It's not settling into like around my nose or my smile lines here, which sometimes tend to happen. The big test for me is always my forehead wrinkle, which it's not sinking into right now. Like, I can't really tell that I have a forehead wrinkle unless I lift my eyebrows up. So far, so good. As I thought earlier, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. Like, it feels good on the skin now, but of course, I have powders on. Even though I powdered down, I still think it gives my skin kind of like a healthier-ish glow. Like, it's not as matte as some of my other foundations after I powder my face. So I still really like the finish. Yeah, I think the color is still really nice. It didn't like oxidize or anything, which thank God, because I wouldn't have had time to fix it. I would have just had to been like, well, that's it. So far so good. I do not think I will be checking in with you guys more than once, just because I will be at a function and I don't want to seem like rude or anything like that. So I will do a final check-in with you guys later on this evening. Yeah, I have high hopes for it. I really want it to work because I love drugstore foundations. I love being able to save my money there and splurge on things like higher priced eyeshadow palettes or bronzers or things like that I feel like you get more uses of for your money. So I have high hopes. So far so good, and I will check in with you guys later on the night and let you know all of my final thoughts. So see you guys soon. Okay guys, I'm back. It is currently 7:30 now, and so I've had this foundation on about 7 hours, which I think is a really good time to test for a drugstore foundation, especially one that doesn't claim, as far as I know, to be any type of super long wearing foundation. I didn't touch up or anything all day, and I don't know guys, I still think it looks really good. It's not sinking into my smile lines too bad. My pores still look pretty nice. My forehead wrinkle, that's how I judge everything. It's not setting into that. I'll get a little bit closer so you guys can see. I don't know, I don't think it looks that bad. My spot is still pretty covered up good. I mean, of course I have some under the skin texture we're working on here, but my bronzer, my blush, and my highlight are all still in place. Okay, you guys, with all that being said, I'm going to give this foundation an A. For the fact that it's only 12 bucks and as well as it wore for me today, I really enjoyed it. I am going to keep testing it out, and if for some reason some of my thoughts or opinions change, I will definitely update you guys in the description box. If you have tried out this foundation, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and tell me what you think about it. Also, what are your guys' other favorite drugstore foundations so that I may go test them out and maybe even do more wear test videos if that's something you guys would like to see. Just let me know down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a... What? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!